1 year ago, after I had taught some financial education courses on the Godfrey Eso network based on the book Think and Grow Rich, the book Acres of Diamonds, and the book The Richest Man in Babylon. The members of my forum got so fired up that we spent a lot of time talking about financial literacy, investment, and the root cause of poverty among Cameroonians. We explored the ways in which the business models that our banks and credit unions are using, and how these institutions are impoverishing their members and customers, creating the illusion that they are helping them financially. We came up with the idea of starting our own financial institution, and some people laughed at the idea because they thought it was not possible. Well, I went ahead and started the Investors Club, which was basically a pilot phase of a bigger project. The Investors Club has been functioning since December 2019 with about 40 members. On September 29, 2020, after a long and tedious journey, we finally got our official license for Guzzang Investments Cooperative Society. So what is Guzzang Investment Cooperative Society? The problem we are trying to solve is a simple one. The concept of microfinance was initiated as a way of bringing communities together to pool capital and create financial services that benefit the poor and empower them socioeconomically. Somewhere down the line, the domain of microfinance became so lucrative that these institutions started functioning like banks. And when they started functioning like banks, they became exploiters of poor people. As we speak today, the average credit union in Cameroon functions like a bank. And although members pour in capital in the form of shares and savings, they get almost nothing in return. Because when you get a 1% or a 2% annual interest on your savings, that is an insult compared to the 24% interest that same credit union charges on the loans that they give to members. Yes, 24%, because when you pay 2% interest per month, it amounts to 24% at the end of the year. Now, there are other ways of making money apart from loans. And that is where you see the difference between rich financial institutions and poor ones. If your financial institution is run by a poverty-minded person, then they will sit there depending on interest from loans, and the credit union will remain poor. But the smart ones, they invest in real estate, they invest in the stock market, they invest in cryptocurrency, they invest in gold, they invest in companies, everything that has the potential to multiply your capital by 10 to 100, so sometimes 1,000 times. So I bet you financial institutions make a lot of money, but the problem is that members do not benefit from this money. It's the board members, it's the principal shareholders, and so on. We swindle all the profits and then distribute peanuts to members and customers. That is what we want to change. So Guzzang Investments has come up as a revolution in the domain of microfinance. We want to create wealth for our members. We are reintroducing the concept of impact investing and social capital. Now, how does this work? Like any microfinance institution, you need to become a member by buying a share. But when you become a member of Guzzang Investments, we are not interested in savings, loans, and all the things that you can find everywhere else. No. we have 11 investment packages. You know that the principal law of wealth is one, do not work for money. Instead, make money work for you, right? And the second law that every investor knows is that you should have a diversified investment portfolio. So what Guzzang Investment is doing is giving every Cameroonian the opportunity to become an investor. Our portfolio has 11 products or services that you can invest in. The first one is angel investing, which is the startup investing that we started last December with the Investors Club. We are maintaining that. Then we've added real estate investing, we've added gold, we've added Bitcoin, we've added pension plans in partnership with the National Social Insurance Fund. We've added, let me take a look, social lending, that is a new one. When you go to the site, you will see how it works. Then we have we have the stock market. Now you can sit anywhere in Cameroon and own a slice of Wall Street through Guzzang Investments. And basically, this is a game changer. Guzzang is going to be a funnel that will be tapping wealth from the USA and putting it back into the pocket of Cameroonians, even if you're in some Nyasoso village, because we are in a digital age and that is possible. You don't need to live in America in order to benefit from the booming American economy, which, by the way, is booming because of the strategies that they are using to tap wealth from the rest of the world. So you deserve a slice of that. So we have a number of in-house companies that you also have the opportunity to invest in, such as Guzzang.com, which is our e-commerce platform, Prowess Higher Education, which is our higher education cloud campus, Zoom Clinic, which is our digital health platform about to be launched, Guzzang Farms, which is our own agro-industrial venture that we are about to launch. Each of those is a company on its own that you can invest in. And so how attractive are our benefits? The first thing is that your capital is safe. So unlike you personally investing in some cryptocurrency or some forex trading platform or some stocks and so on, when you do an investment directly, the only way you are going to benefit from that investment is if you are an expert in that domain. 95% of the times you are not an expert and your capital is lost because the odds are always against you. So Guzzang comes now as a buffer that you can be making money from the stock market without knowing anything about how stocks work. You can be making money from real estate without knowing anything about how real estate works. So your capital is basically a term savings plan with Guzzang. It doesn't go anywhere. Whether Guzzang makes money or not, your capital is safe. That is the first advantage that we have. The second advantage is that you earn a fixed annual dividend of 12% on your cumulative capital. Now compare 12% to the 1% or the 2% that your bank or credit union is currently giving you. There's no match, right? Then finally, there's what we call portfolio bonuses. The reason why we have separated these packages is because each is going to run as a business entity on its own. It's going to generate its own cash flow, and at the end of each year we can tell how much profit we made from which venture. So the investors of that venture are going to have a slice of the profit from that venture paid to them in the form of a portfolio bonus. So that's how exciting our platform is. And just to remind you that since your capital is assured, it is also available for withdrawal after a certain maturity period, meaning that after, let's say, 5 years, if you decide that you've made enough money, or maybe the money that you've saved with us, it has amounted to something that you want to withdraw and do a major project with, fine and good. The only thing is that we encourage regular savings. It's a habit that we're promoting, so that you should get wealth conscious. You should become a practical investor. So you choose an investment package and you stick with it every month. You can invest from anything between 5,000 francs to 50,000 francs. So whether you are a child, you are a student, you are a housewife, you are a contractor or a civil servant, there is something for everybody. The levels of excitement too. Older people will be more comfortable with maybe gold and real estate and so on. Younger people will be more excited with Bitcoin and Silicon Valley startup companies and so on. There is something for everybody. So I invite you to browse our site, guzzanginvestments.com, and give us your feedback. I prepared this video primarily for the members of the Investors Club and Godfrey Eso Network, and the founding members of Guzzang.com. So in those forums, you have a copy of our registration license and the link to the website. But if you happen to be watching this video from another source, no problem. Just visit our site at guzzanginvestments.com and reach out to us if you feel like joining us. Thank you very much. I am your humble founder, Godfrey Eso.